What's going on, YouTube? V here. So I got a new channel banner and I really like it a lot, guys. Let me know in the comment section below if you like the new channel banner. Also stay to the end of the video. I have two intros that I might be putting on my channel in these videos. If you guys don't like it, I won't put it in, but I think it's really cool, and they're two different ones, but they're kind of the same. You guys see it near the end of the video. I got it off like $5 Just want to try something different. Check it out. So, like I said, guys, please stay to the end of the video. Also, if you're new here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're almost near 7,000 subscribers. The channel is growing rapidly daily, and due to you guys subscribing, you guys going to your locals and passing a good word around, this channel will only grow more. And I think that is, growing from, I think last year I was like around 3,000, and now I'm hitting near 7,000 subscribers on this channel. So it's all thanks to you guys. All right, so let's start the market watch out. First thing we'll talk about is Lair of Darkness Structure Deck. Now, it's up to you guys whether you want to buy these today, as far as like pre-orders. I pre-ordered 3 of mine already, or you guys can wait to come out and go to your locals or go to your Walmart. Depends on the area, I think. I mean, I live in a part of like Kentucky where like I guarantee you I could buy 3 of these and they'll be like, they would stay there for a while. But I decided to pre-order mine to get them in early. I just want to get them in early. I don't want to have to think about them. I don't want to have to make the trek out to the store, locals, Walmart, wherever it is, to buy the Lair of Darkness Structure Deck. So I went and I bought my play set of these early just to have them. This is going to be a really cool structure deck. Up next, let's talk about YuGiOh Skull Dread. Now, we just had the reprints from Expo this past weekend. Everyone went and bought the crap out of Expo because you got Gamma getting reprinted in there. You got Designator from the Grave. I always messed that card's name up. You got that card being in there. 2 really great cards, as well as, pulling a YuGiOh Skull Dread or Electric Knight. Looking at its price though, you got $6 market price. And this card's price has been slowly increasing in value. And now we're actually seeing, for the first time in a long time, stabilization in YuGiOh Skull Dread's price over here. If you look at price trends, it's actually stabilizing. Looking at it though, it's slowly going a little bit underneath the mark for the unlimited versions of YuGiOh Skull Dread. I mean, you got a bunch of them under the mark, and then you got the one over here, the first edition, that's near around $64, which tells you the first edition version of this card is being dragged down because of the unlimited printing. And I think if you have YuGiOh, I always say it, if you have one, keep it. The rest get rid of. You only need one of these cards. It's kind of like Borlo. Don't hold like 5 YuGiOh Skull Dreads. What a waste! Like, it's just a waste. If everyone who held their first editions right now, they're gonna realize that they're gonna start losing their value because everyone's be cracking out Expo to get the unlimited versions of YuGiOh Skull Dread. So if you have extras, sell these as fast as possible. Keep one. Up next, Heavy Metal Foes Electric Knight. I said about this card's price going down in value. Price trends agrees with me, showing that it is going down in value. We're seeing it go down, but showing a little stabilization. But I think it's going to continue to go down in value. Market price is around $50 over here, and it's around $48 right here in the market. Now that's a tiny drop, but I think it's going to go down more and more and more in value. And it's easy factors. Number 1, everyone that plays Pendulums has Electric Knight. Number 2, there's no new support for Pendulum, so all the Pendulum Edition players are just playing what they got. There's nothing new coming out. No new Heavy Metal Foe card or like Link card that belongs in another deck that they're supposed to be getting. There's none of that shit. It just is what it is. You got what you got, and then we're going to have a Banlist next month, and you probably wouldn't even have that. So you get players that are holding them Electric Knights realize that this card might go down a lot more in value. The deck's been around for a while, guys, and I think seeing it get hit in the Banlist wouldn't be so surprising. Why, if Chronographers get hit, would you really be shocked? I wouldn't be. I'm currently playing a deck. I have a regionals at the end of the month. Literally, after regional, coming back home, and I'm just getting rid of this whole deck. Because, real talk, probably time to get hit by the Banlist. Pretty broken. Even though, like, top 8 of the YCS Utah, it was a mess in general. I might do a video about Utah later on. Okay, so Mythical Beast Master Service. This is a card that hit like $30, maybe even $35 on some sites of a high for Mythical Beast Master Service. Its price trend is declining rapidly due to the unlimited reprints. $14, $15 market price, and you're looking over here, it's around the $15 mark. So it's stabilizing as far as its price point from the market price to its average price point. And I think that Service is a great card, and I think that YuGiOh players forget that the Service, the Mythical Beast engine itself, is an engine that can fit in almost any deck. And I wouldn't be surprised if this card value actually goes up in value. I know it's something YuGiOh players might be a little shocked about, but like, you don't need to play anything else. If you play a deck that doesn't play Pendulums, you can still run this shit. In fact, even better, because you don't have another monster, another scale that will hinder the Mythical Beast. So you can run Mythical Beast engine in like a bunch of decks that YuGiOh players just aren't thinking about, aren't looking about. But it's a real thing. You should probably check that out. And once again, it's relatively cheap. It's about $15. It's half of its hype price. And yeah, man, I think its price will go lower and then come back up higher, in my opinion. I think it's gonna go low before it goes high, but ultimately I think it will go higher in the future. Up next, Mechanite Purple 4. In fact, Blue Sky as well. They're both holding about 14 to 15s. About 14 to 15s for these. It's a little bit of a drop. You know, these were about $17 cards, and now Blue and Purple are holding around 14s. These are still, Mechanites are still a great deck. It's still a great engine. And if you're playing the Invoke Mechanites, you still have a great deck. I think out of all the meta decks, Invoke, in my opinion, Invoke Mechanites are probably the least likely deck to get hit. Also, I'm going to have a ban list coming up soon, guys, a ban list prediction video. Once that video's out, I'll have instructions for you guys in case you want to send me your ban list predictions. Please do not send me any. I have like 3 people sending me ban list prediction videos, ban list predictions. Don't send me any yet. Let me do mine first, and then from there we'll take a step back, and then we'll do everybody else's. I'll have it within the upcoming couple of days. Up next, Inspector Border. High price of $20. $9 market price. Price trends to stores cards falling down like a slide at Disneyland. Coming in about $9 in the average in the market price. Same as market price. So it's evening out in its market price. I know I said we're like 5 times in like the past 2 seconds, but it really is evening out, getting in the center. Anyway, price of stores are going down in value. And the reason why it's going down in value is because it's not that good today. Could it be good in the future? Absolutely. This card's amazing, but not good now. Okay, we're not in the kind of YuGiOhs where you could spring a monster, set 5, and be like, this is okay. I think Palos is probably the best deck to do that, and yeah, it's not been doing much even with Palos. They're probably the best deck to even do that kind of setup, and it's nowhere near doing that. So Inspector Border is going to continue going down. We're going to talk about this card when it hits 6s though, because when it hits 6s, I think that's its bottom up price. That's when we go in and we buy this card. That's when we go in and we get at least our set of 9, our play set of 9 of Inspector Borders. That's what I'm going to do. It's up to you guys whether you want to do that. But I'm 100% going in on Inspector Border. Just not now. Not when it's $20 at its high price. It was like 14 a couple of days ago. Remember when it was 14? Yeah, no, it's 9. This card is falling hard, and rightfully so. Call by the Grave is a super rare in Extreme Forces. It actually went up in value, went back down in value, has about an $8 market price. Who the crap is buying this? For extra $2, you get the special edition. You do know that, right? Literally, for $2, you get special editions. Now, you're right. You might have a chance of not getting this or getting Gamma. But we'll talk about Gamma in a second and how that's still not a bad pick. And you get for $2, you get 3 packs of Expo. Yeah, they're unlimited, but the unlimited Saryujas is pretty good out here. I'm not saying by the crap out of Expo's special edition. I did my video of me opening a bunch of Expo special editions. I think 6, and I pulled pretty well. But the majority of you players don't really pull well. In fact, if you pull like a Pendulum Paradox, you're not really doing good. It's not really good day to be you. But nevertheless, if you need to get your Call by the Graves, I would buy the sealed Expos over the singles online. $8 for a Call of Graves is an insane price. I don't think nobody should buy it at that price. ISO, the Two Tails of Noble Knights, does not care about the market. In fact, this card, the price is showing it's a little rough, but it's still showing stabilization. Out of all the Expo cards, this is probably one of the most stabilized cards. $6.62 market price, and looking at Unlimited Mint, it's around $7. Yeah, I don't know why people are still holding this. I sold mine a long time ago. Every time I get these, I sell them online. It's a cool card, but not that damn good enough for me to hold at $7. That's my advice for you guys. You should probably sell it. Up next, hey Trunade! Hey Trunade, how you doing? You were $20 pre-selling, and now you're taking harder and harder in value. You're taking more than what I expected this card to go to 8. I was like, this card's $8, whatever, no big deal. When it was at 20s. Yeah, this card's going lower. It's $6.52 market price. Unlimited Mint is around $6. It's time to buy Hey Trunades. If you haven't yet seen the fact that this card is super good to buy right now, you're blind. This is the card you want to buy. Buy your set of 9. Remember guys, the rule of 9, I always say, you buy 3 for yourself, 3 to sell to recoup the money you made back for the 9, and 3 to trade for other future investments. This is a perfect card right now for the rule of 9. People have asked me nonstop, hey V, which card I should get in on? Hey V, which card nobody's looking at? Hey Trunade! That fucking card. Get on this card as fast as possible, because this is the card you're going to want to get in on before anyone else sees it and its price goes up in value. Because you're right, I'll agree, this card is garbage right now. This card, Inspector Border, they're trash right now. But in the future, they definitely will hold viability and definitely will go up in value. So, I said before about, if you get Call to Grave, it's $8. Siphon Gear Gamma is $5. So basically you're paying $5 for a Gamma, or $5 for your 3 special edition packs of Extreme Force. Your Gamma's going to pay for half your box the minute you open it. So the minute you open your Expo special editions, if you get Gamma, half of what you paid is done already. You need to make $5 in 3 packs. And if you're something like me that knows how to do on eBay, that's easy mode. That's nothing. That's a joke. $5 in 3 packs. That's the challenge. Challenge accepted. And I can easily go and do it myself. And that's just pulling garbage. If you guys pull anything decent, anything good, even at that point, if you pull something like a Pendulum Paradox, if you pull like one of the Mechanite Purple or Blue, that pays for the box and your next box. Think of it that way. Mechanite Purple and Blue is 14s. You're looking about what? Let's say you get 2 Gammas. That $14 card is paying for both boxes, and you got extra dollar you need to make in your 3rd box to recoup your money. Now, yeah, I'll agree. Listen, these are secret rare pulls, boys. So if you pull some ultra rares, if it's not like iSold, you're probably not gonna make it unless you, like I said, group it up, throw it on eBay, and do it like that. Weather Painter Snow is fucking $10. It went down $1, but this card should not be money. I want to build this deck, but I'm not paying $10 for Snow. You're not worth it, Snow. You're not. You're the wrong Snow in my life. Up next, evenly match. $70 market price. Price trends actually show stabilization. It went up a little bit, went back down a little bit. Let's look where it's stabilizing, guys. $70. So this card hit a high of 75, like I said it was going to. Not right on the money, it hit a high of 75. I caught it perfectly. And now it's actually backing down back to 70. And here's the weird part about evenly match. I want to talk about this card because a lot of YuGiOh players keep forgetting why this card's only in the side. This card's only in the side because Pendulum Magicians are running all around. The minute we don't have Pendulum Magicians, this card makes it into the main deck. And your Designated from the graveyard doesn't do nothing. So realize that. Thank Pendulum Magicians next time you see them, any player, because if they weren't around, if they weren't playing that goddamn negate 4, negate 3 deck, this card would be in the main deck and it would be demolishing your livelihood. Seriously. So I think with the Banlist, maybe Pendulum Magicians might get hit. And if they do get hit in the Banlist, everyone would be like, yay, Pendulum Magicians are dead. Probably, maybe, who knows? They haven't been dead in the last hits. But more importantly, this card will go, oh, they're not being played anymore? They're not running that huge negate board? Cool. Evenly match in the main. I mean, think about it. Evenly match in the main is good against almost every deck in the meta, minus Pendulum Magicians. The minute that deck is dead, this card's at 70? I don't know, man. 2 things need to happen. Either Konami hits, 3 things. Konami hits this card, it gets reprinted, or, worst case scenario, likely scenario, this card makes it into the main deck. Even match in the main deck is fucking horrible. It's unfair YuGiOh. But let's not be idiots and look away from this card and sell evenly matches. You hold your evenly matches. You hold them right to your chest and you kiss them. Just a little bit, little peck on the E. Just a little. No one's looking. Just kiss it. Because you gotta hold this card. Because the minute this card makes it into the main deck, if you're not playing this card in the main deck, you're the one losing at the events. You're the one getting wrecked. We're creating a decent board, getting milled through, getting this evenly match, and just getting walked on. By the way, Draco players, you really want to listen to me when I say this, because you know more than anybody, since you don't play hand traps, that if you create a good board and they evenly you, yeah, you'll have a Masterpiece. But how can Masterpiece hold up against me and 5 cards in my hand against your Masterpiece? You're going to eat one of my 5, and then I have 4 cards to not only give it a Masterpiece, but just run your board out. Really important, guys. You really want to check into this card. If you don't have it already, you might go to your locals. I don't care how badly it is. You got to trade for this card. You need this card. Up next, Borlo Dragon. Borlo showing stabilization in price, $56 market price, and it's 57. Okay. Guys, same thing like Saryuja. You keep one, you sell the rest. Why hold multiple Borlos? Really? You're going to play 3 Borlo Dragons? I could play 3 Borlo Dragons. You fucking can't, Mr. Crybaby player. You can't. You play one of these. You don't play multiple. Konami's gonna limit this just cause. And everyone's gonna go, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense like the firewall limit didn't make sense. This fucking card does not need to be held at more than 1 in any YuGiOh player's binder and or deck. Get rid of this card as fast as possible if you have multiples. Keep the single one though. It's a great card still. Up next, Akashic Magician. This card had some crazy high prices. What, it didn't hit like 17 or 16 at one point, not long ago. And now we're seeing a $13 market price. But look at this. It's starting to fall down in price trends. It's starting to fall down pretty hard. It's hitting 12. And I think this is still a great card. I think YuGiOh players are still looking away from Akashic. But it's still a great card, guys. And I think that we will have to wait. And eventually, I think this is a card we might go and talk about picking up again. It might hit around $8. Hopefully it will. And I think maybe we'll go and pick a couple of these up because this is still a pretty good card. In fact, I would not be surprised if this card goes up higher before, you know, next market watch. It wouldn't surprise me. Every day, I'm surprised this card actually goes lower in value. It wouldn't be crazy to think of this card going higher in value in the future. Firewall Dragon. So Firewall Dragon's a $30 market price. Look at its price trends. It's It's so like 8-bit all over the place. It looks like a bad game of Pac-Man. It's just doing this all over the place. That's because YuGiOh players don't care, don't know, don't want to know. It's about $29. No, $30. Wait, no, it is $29. I'm bad at math. It's about $29 now. It is up from as low as $25, but it's still hovering around $29. If I was just sitting there like going, hey, I'm kind of a money card. Pendulums, you kind of need me, kind of don't, depending which version you play. And when the reprint happens, this card just dies in value. Now, I'm personally going to keep my first edition Secret Rare. I love it a lot. Unless there's an ulti rare, then this card will be sold faster as a motherfucker. But with that said, you only keep one of these, obviously. You don't keep multiple. I think it's, pretty much goes without saying. Trickster Reincarnation is going down in value. $26 market price. Look at it though, let you play, it's about $24. After this $24 let you play set goes away, you got near mint versions unlimited for about $27s, and that's where it holds a price point for a while. And it's a $27 price point. Now Reincarnation went around $24 a week or two ago, and it's actually starting to come back up. And I think with the Link pack, whatever that pack is, Star pack, whatever that crap is, with the reprints of a lot of these tricksters minus Reincarnation, YuGiOh players might actually pick tricksters up again. Unfortunately, it's not going to be as good to be a YuGiOh player due to the fact that everyone has the reprint of Ash. There's Infinite Graveyards a card now. Tricksters are lose a lot of steam really fast. They're not a dead deck by any means necessary. They're still a very good deck, but realize this is the deck that this is the kind of deck that you're gonna play and hopefully try to win, get your locals win. At regionals, it's even harder. Yeah, we just saw YCS Utah. We just saw a trickster player make it up there, and congrats to him, seriously. But I don't think it's something that can continuously be done. Also, YCS Utah, 500 players. The bona fide shitty regionals. In fact, doesn't California have way more players at their regionals than the YCS Utah? I know my plane ticket was like $700, and I was like fucking paying $700 to go to Utah. That is not. I would never do that. $700 to go to Utah for my plane ticket. I'm not sure where you guys are, how much your plane tickets cost. Post below, but $700 to go to Utah, bro. No. Up next, Spellbook of Knowledge. So Spellbook of Knowledge is going up in value, $20 market price. It's telling around 18, so it's going down in value. Yeah, fuck you, Spellbook of Knowledge. I want a reprint of this card at like Secret Rare. I want this card reprinted in the New Battles Legends set, just so I could go, okay, okay, fuck this card anyway. I know, and Secret Rare. So like the Ultra Rare means nothing. That's what I want. That'll make me happy, Konami, if you're listening. Secret Rare, get it done. Up next, Topologic Bomber Dragon. Now, $17 market price. We're seeing price trend has this card starting to go a little bit lower in value, and not actually near stabilizing currently, but it was going a little bit lower from its original price point. Unlimited limits about 16. Let you play to around 17s. This is still a great card. It had a high of $18, and that's because we saw Plant Links play this card, and due to the fact that we saw Phoenixen Cluster Amorales be hit in the OCG, it's a good likely chance that the Plant FTK will not come here in the TCG. I think Konami is going to stop that. If they were smart, they would stop that. Konami, you're not letting this happen, alright? Like Plant FTK is real, and this needs to be stopped as fast as possible. And if that is true, I think Topologic will continue going down in value, but still be a viable card in that deck. Solemn Strike Super Rares is about $9. And look at price trends. It went up a little bit. Market price shows it being $9, and it's $9 for a Solemn Strike from Cola Duelist. That means if you bought a special edition of Cola Duelist in your 3 packs plus your other promo, you would have to make $1 in value. It's amazing. I don't know what's going on with Konami lately, but the special editions, for the most part, have been pretty good. I think the special editions have either held that value cards or cards see meta play when you see, get something like Raw Spear Mode, which is a great reprint. And I think that's one, Konami does a lot of things I don't like. This is one thing I love. The special editions are amazing how they do it. They not only are they selling the original set for what people YuGiOh players want, because we always buy the original set of the newest current core set, but the special editions and how they're really adding these great promos in them is making YuGiOh players flock to these. They're not adding cards. Well, they might be adding some cards, but not all the cards they're adding are cards from like the next set as a sneak. They're adding cards like Solemn Strike, which originally came out in Bosch, Breakers of Shadows, and special editions of Coda the Duelist. And I think that's something really cool that they're doing. And hopefully, moving forward, Konami will do this. Find great cards that YuGiOh players need, that are hard to get, that are expensive, and add them as a promo. Fun fact, how about we get Flood, and for Flood, make Borload a fucking promo. Borload Dragon as a promo and Flood would be amazing. I have mine, but if you made an alternate art Borload, you would question me playing my secret Borload, because alternate art cards look gorgeous, for the most part. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. This card spiked up in value. It's maintaining its price point, $64 market price. It's around $65, so it's around that hovering zone, but not far from $69. He 69. Okay, Ash Blossom and Joyous, let's talk about this card. This card's really good, and I think this card might start going low in value. Now, two things are gonna happen. Only two things. Besides the ban list and all that meta future shit, because that can actually affect it too. But that's too much. Like we're gonna think like a tinfoil cap and just really get into the future, which I don't want to. Two things can happen right now. This card sees main deck play, or this card sees side deck play. Designated from the graveyard is amazing, and if you open with 2 of your 3 Ash Blossoms that are in your main deck, and your opponent plays Designator, you literally not only go neg on the card you just try to stop, but you go neg on the card currently in your hand for about a turn, right? Turn and a half, whatever it is. That's huge, and that's game breaking. And I think enough of that. If enough of that happens, YuGiOh players are gonna pull back from Ash Blossoms. And besides even that, we can also talk about Gamma and how like your Ash, I'll Gamma. And now since I stopped your Ash, oh by the way, Gamma Driver, Mega Omega, take another card in your hand. We're having fun. This is fun. I'm having a good time. You having a good time? You having a good time? You don't think you're having a good time? I'm having a good time. That's all that matters. So yeah. Well, doesn't it make into the main deck? I think it might. In the OCD, we're seeing it make into the main deck. With Burning Abyss coming out, maybe even Chernobyl coming out in you know, in what Dark Saviors or Flood or wherever. If we get Chernobyl, I think we really can see doesn't it make into the main deck just because it's such a strong card against that deck and against hand traps in general. The only deck that Designator really isn't as strong against is True Dracos. And True Dracos, I love you, man. But we gotta see how the Banlist treats you. If the Banlist loves you or not. Up next, Dragonic Diagram. $49 market price. Price trend shoots back up, goes stabilizing, and it's trying to go higher in price trends if you look at it, guys. But looking at it, unlimited near mints at $43. First edition near mints around 45s. And what does this tell us? Well, it's simple. Dracos is a great deck. And I think YuGiOh players are really taking a lot of wins with this deck, and they should. It's once again, even with the limits on this deck, the deck is still amazing. YuGiOh players have the reprinted card of the Mice that get added in the deck. YuGiOh players that play Dracos don't really got to worry about main deck and hand traps. I think I've seen a couple do it, but you don't really have to worry about main deck and hand traps, which is pretty good, pretty comforting. And your side deck can have a lot of cool shit, and Imawato literally is a broken card. So with that said, I think YuGiOh players that went out and bought all their Draco stuff, and now we're here. We're here right now. We're YuGiOh players that if you wanted Dracos before, you had your Dracos. But we're what? Next month is Banlist time. I went to a locus today, and someone was saying, "We'll see about Banlist." No. April 1st to the end of April is Banlist time. That's Banlist season. Okay, we're literally about a week away from Banlist season, and it's gonna get real in there, and it's gonna be really crazy to see this card survives the Banlist. And someone asked me, well, you think Dracos will get hit directly? If they don't get hit directly, which I think they will, but if they don't get hit directly, they'll get hit indirectly with terraforming. You limit terraforming, you ban terraforming, this deck suffers huge. I mean, yeah, you got Pot of Eyes, you got Card of the Mires, you got Pot of Duality, and these are great searcher cards. But if you're playing against a format where people are playing hand traps, if you're playing a format where YuGiOh players you're playing, you know, YuGiOh players are playing their deck pretty much full power, and you're playing with yet another limit to your deck if terraforming wants to get hit, you're playing at a huge disadvantage, and I don't know if the Dracos would survive, and that's just only if terraforming wants to get hit. I'm not even talking about other hits to the deck, like, you know, Diagram, which if Diagram was to get hit in the Banlist, I don't think it would be $43. I think we have to take off the 3 and make it $5. Still a great card, just not that damn good anymore. Because it's bad. That's why. Okay, Tornado Dragon. $18 market price. Price trend shows stabilization. Looking at it, it's holding around $18. Obviously, this is the link that everyone's most likely playing. Even Pendulum Magicians are playing this. This is the kind of thing that Pendulum Magicians are playing, and they'll end the board with a full negate board with a Tornado Dragon to stop you, if you're playing Pendulum Magicians, to get your plays off. This is a smart card to play, and I think that YuGiOh players might want to start flocking to this card if you don't have it already. It's kind of high in price. It was low. It was like $6. And now, you know, I was making videos talking about people needing at least one, and here it is, boys. Okay, so let's talk about Masterpiece. It hit a low of $8. $8 was its low. And now looking at it, price trend shows it went down a little bit and it's stabilizing. $14 market price, and we're seeing it around $15. So it's still hovering around that price point. But once again, the bans will tell you whether this deck is going to be viable. In my opinion, if you have Dracos and you're done with regionals, and you know we got the whole month of April, which you're just going to locals, you probably want to find another deck and sell this deck as fast as possible Play Burning Abyss. Do it. Next, Unending Nightmare. $8 market price. Price trend's going low in value. Lightning Plate's still showing on $7. It's time from the $7 to $8 mark. This is one of those great cards that just waits on the meta. The meta that meta is ready for this card, it spikes in value. I tell everybody, I have like, I think 12 of these cards. You really want to get into getting these cards or trading for these cards because Yu-Gi-Oh players just don't care about these cards right now until it's too late when they have to care about it. And Unending Nightmare is going to be hitting around $20 at that point, and everyone's going crazy over it. So get these cards as fast as possible. Yu-Gi-Oh players are not looking at that play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. BLS from the Duel Saga actually it kind of up a little bit in value. $7 market price. First edition is around $8, and the reason why it's going to be value because Burning Abyss, they play this shit. They play this card. You can play Effect Value. You can play Snow. You can play a lot of crazy stuff in BAs and get away with it. And BLS is a one-card boss monster. Oh yeah, we have 3 of him. Most decks don't play 3. They play about 2 BLS, but still a really good card for Burning Abyss players. Effect Value from Duel Saga is about to be brought out again. $6 market price, near the $7 mark. Price trend showing it going up. It's in the green because people are buying it so much. And looking at it, there's not many price points around. You got a $5 damage. You got an $8 near mint. And you got a couple of them. You got $8 to $9 near mint over here. And after that, it's $15 for Duel Saga Effect Failure. So, if you have yours, yay. I have my playset, that's all I care about. But if you don't have yours, you might want to get these fast. Because 8 becomes 15 really fast with the purchase of a playset. Invoked Macabre is actually showing stabilization in price trends. We're seeing a $48 market price, and no, it's $42. This card spiked near $50, and now is going low in value. And if you want to know why, it's simple. Banlist. You want to hold 2 $50 cards. You want to hold the invocations, which are around $40 to $50 cards as well, and then the Banlist comes and just slaps your deck in the dick. You don't want to hold these cards. Get rid of these cards. I always tell everybody, I'm saying to my market watchers constantly, hold 1 meta deck. Just 1. If the minute you get cards from other meta decks, get rid of those. Push them out the way and sell them as fast as possible. Keep your 1 meta deck. Everything else is useless. And the reason why is because it's less fucking grenades being thrown at you when the Banlist comes. Banlist comes and hits like 3 meta decks. Well, guess what? You get hit 3-fold. 1 meta deck? Okay, it sucks to get hit in a 1 meta deck, but at least you won't get screwed on the others. Yeah, you lose your ability to play different decks at locals, like girls trying on different shoes. Okay, not a big deal. Within a month, when we get our Banlist, you can go back to playing as many decks as you want, especially even more so when we go into national season, which I think after this Banlist, we're officially in national season. Invocation, $40 over here. You see it right here, for about $40 in the market, stabilizing at $40. This is a crazy high price. If I had Invoke back then, I'd probably sell them and play something more conservative because I think Invoke's a very likely card, likely to get hit. Out of all the archetypes, I think it's Invoke Black Knights are the least likely to get hit, but Invocation and this whole setup over here, I don't know, man. I just don't feel confident in the Invoked engine. I think Mech Knights are good. The Invoked engine, not as confident in. This Invocation Ultimate Rare, which it's funny because, okay, so this is $40, and for extra $10 you get the Ulti version right there. So, and once again, $55 market price, $51. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh players are dumping their invocations on the market because they don't want to hold these. Maybe after the Banlist, you run in there and grab them back again. But you sell them for $50. Let's say you sell them $50. Banlist happens, invokes okay. You buy them for $53. So for $3 insurance on each of your invocations, you guarantee that your invocations will not get messed with and you're good to go. Oh, by the way, Varhai is coming out. Brandished Maidens, Lair of Darkness. Will this deck survive even that? Who knows? It's very interesting to see. Deco Toko Ultimate Rare was crazy high in value. It was $45, $50 when it first came out in OTS Pack 6. $40 market price, not anymore. It's $35. This card is dropping in value because there's other great alternatives. Fun fact to note, this is still a great card. This is still a great card, it's still a good card to pick up, but $35 is pretty low. In fact, this card price is going to continue to decline, and I think until we find a deck that plays it and then needs it, it's going to continue to decline. I mean, we still have Zephyr Metatron, which a lot of you can play like more, which I like more myself, but Ulti Decode, value-wise, is a pretty good thing you want to keep an eye on, because I want to be surprised if we find a deck that this card fits good in, just this card over Zephyr Metatron, and if that's the case, this card will actually turn around, it'll pause, stop, and start continuing to go up in value, actually, from its current decline, which is about $5 off the market price, which is pretty big. I mean, you got 3 of them over here at $5, and then this one over here is holding around $40. So, I want to talk about the Legendary Collection Kaiba, but we're in about half an hour, so I'll probably do a video tomorrow talking about the Legendary Collection Kaiba. I know I have it here, and we're in a half an hour, guys. I know you guys like your long videos, but 30 minutes is it's almost epidemic saga at this point for a long video. I just really want to get in the market. I want to talk about post the YCS Utah and the changes. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. I have a lot of great videos coming out this week for you guys. In fact, one last card to talk about is number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Mana Dragon, which is spiking phenomenally in high-end value. A $7 market price. Look at this spike. It's insane how high it is on price trends. Looking at it, it's $17. Now, the Unlimited is literally like 20 cents from the first edition, so I really want to know what's going to happen. How this card is going to settle back down. But right now, YuGiOh players are running like crazy to number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. Why YuGiOh? Someone please comment below, let me know what you think about that. Once again, guys, I'm going to have my two intros or outros be played at the end of this video. Please let me know which one you like. Do you like the first one? Do you like the second one? Do you like any at all? If you like none, I'll continue doing none. I think this is something we're working on together, you and me, guys. I got a great channel banner I have up. I really like the channel banner. I like it more than the last one. You guys don't know my favorite character in YuGiOh is all of them, but really I like Joey because I'm kind of like, you know, we're from Brooklyn, so he's like Neo Tokyo Brooklyn, and I'm like America Brooklyn. And I love the cards right there. I really like it a lot, guys. So please let me know what you think about that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please hit the subscribe button. You haven't hit the subscribe button before. And hit notifications to be notified when these videos pop up. As well as always hit the like button. It's your boy vctrfs. Got my videos. It's my 2 cents. You guys have a great fucking day.